I met Miguel before the Four Agreements was even created, so it's been a really wonderful journey to watch everything grow as his word has gone out into the world in a much bigger way. Don Miguel actually loaned me $200 when we first started the first Berkeley Toltec Center and said, "Honey, I believe in you, make it happen." And I got to pay him back, and he's been incredibly supportive, so he'll come sometimes and do talks and lectures that support the center. But we've been self-sufficient as an organization for a while now, which is nice. We opened the Toltec Center in Berkeley, California in 2000, and it was after 1999, a group of teachers of Don Miguel, we went to Egypt with him. And in the middle of the Egypt trip, he looked at all of us and said, basically, "I'm disbanding the group, and I want all of you to go out and create your own dream. Take what I've taught you and make it yours." And so I really took that to heart. It was a little bit challenging to be kicked out of the nest, but also really exciting. And there was a group of us that had a space in Berkeley that I'd been teaching out of, and someone said, "Hey, why don't we create an organization?" So that was the beginning of the Toltec Center of Creative Intent. We'd been in Berkeley for 5 years, and my husband Raven and I had been on the road for a couple years, and at one point I turned to him and said, "I need a house." And so we got a really beautiful offer to come live in Wimberley, and we moved the Toltec Center to Wimberley for a couple years, and we actually just moved the center to Austin a year ago. We started off at Marigold Gateway to India, so it was excellent because we were able to go into another store and nestle into an already existing building. We had been teaching there, and then one day Lata, the wonderful owner, said, "Would you guys be interested in renting the back room?" And we all kind of took a deep breath and went, "Oh, okay, here we go." And so that was so helpful to have a space where we could really start nurturing the community and find was Austin a good place for us to be, and it's turned out to be spectacular. What I really love about Austin is that, and the whole Texas Hill Country area, is that people are really seeking deep spiritual teachings and healing experiences and community. We spent 3 or 4 months looking for this space, and months before that dreaming. So we've really been dreaming this space for 6 months. And it's been less than that, hasn't it? It was February, my brain. February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, 5 months. So in February 1st, we had a big gathering where a lot of people came together and started exploring. If we could have anything we wanted, what would it be? And we dreamed really big. And while it took us a while and there were many false starts, the moment I saw the ad for this place, and I'm reading it out loud to Raven, I'm like, "That's it." And he goes, "How can you know that's it? We've got to keep looking." I'm like, "Nope, that's it. We found it." And it's been just so perfect for what we were looking for. So many of the things have come to fruition, and I think it's going to be a really beautiful home for our community. So Don Miguel has always been amazed at the community that we've created. So I remember him coming and seeing the first Toltec Center in Berkeley and looking at our flyers and the pamphlets that we had made and just going, "Honey, this is amazing. You make action happen." And there's been very few of the teachers that have actually created centers, and I think that's part of the beauty of our community, is that we have so much intent and love and thrive in togetherness, and that we've been able to manifest homes for ourselves over the years. And so he's very excited about this one. I just talked to him a couple weeks ago, and he was really happy and pleased and really happy to hear we had our own space in Austin now. So yeah, he's delighted. So one of the reasons for moving to a new space in our own space is we wanted to anchor in both local community as well as global community. So many of the offerings we'll be doing through TOCI here will be both local. We're doing Thursday night classes, which are Toltec foundations, and they'll also be videoed, so they'll be global as well. We're also starting a new series, which is starts with a one-day workshop called Reclaim Your Wholeness, and then has 3 parts. Spiritual Integrity 1, which is called Roots, Spiritual Integrity 2, which is Heart, and Spiritual Integrity 3, Wings. And those are 2.5-day workshops to help go deeper into the work. And we're also hosting a lot of different meetup groups, so everything from awakened recovery to sacred sexuality to healing circles. And so we're also expanding our offerings for different types of community and interests. And then we'll see what else we dream up. We also have a lot of apprenticeship programs we'll be running through this space as well. As part of creating our offerings global, we're also going to be starting a membership website. It'll be a foundational membership site so people can get an article a month, a call with Raven and I a month, frequently asked questions. So there'll be a way to interact with us and also be part of a community of people through the internet that can exchange ideas and experiments and practices that they're doing. And really, for me, it's designed for people that are far out, that don't have a lot of community where they're at, so they can create the web that way. And then we'll also be doing more in-depth programs where people can plug into weekly classes, to the Reclaim Your Wholeness workshop, and to the 2.5-day events, and we'll spread them out over months rather than 2.5 days, so that if you're global, you'll have a lot of access to the teachings as well as community and support. Vision Raven and I have both had separately is that there were going to be 3 different Toltec centers around the country. So we'll see what comes to pass. Right now, we have our base in Austin. We also have a community in California still that's in the process of being built up again. So that's very exciting. And we're going to start doing workshops in Southern California. So we'll just see what happens. And there's also, I'm working with a lot of other organizations like Wisdom University, Sundor, that have big bases in Europe and Asia. So who knows what's going to happen next. We'll just see what Spirit directs us and where we can best be of service to help people to find their integrity and their authenticity. People talk about our community as a community for people that don't like communities. So we so honor the individual, and we also honor the beauty of what happens when people come together. And so even if you've been on a spiritual path by yourself or a healing path by yourself for many, many years, there's lots of spaciousness. And we're absolutely non-denominational. Like we have Toltec/Mormons, Toltec/Catholics, Toltec/Buddhists. It's all good. And Toltec means artists of the spirit. So all of us are artists. We're a very open community. And we all share the journey together and support each other and kick each other's butts and kiss each other and love on each other, then it makes it a lot easier. The new name is TOCI, so it's a loving nickname that means our grandmother.